what we really want? Is this what the people want? Do we in the United States do we want to be dragged into World War III? Do the people in other countries want to be dragged into World War III? Is this for the betterment of humanity? Is this for the betterment of people? Do we want World War? Do we want our lives destroyed? Do we want our homes destroyed? Do we want our nations destroyed? Do we want so many people gone off this earth? Good evening. Is this really what the people want, or is this what somebody else wants? Is this what the powers that be that control this earth, is this what the benevolent beings want? The benevolent beings don't want war, but there are some malevolent forces on this earth, and they want war. But to what end? To make the people suffer? To create such negative energy, pain, and turmoil on the earth in order to feed their, to give them some lush? Is that what we want? Is that what they want? I think that's what they want. Hello. I don't want war. I'm all for peace. I really am. I am a peaceful person. If I can take the path of peace and accomplish what I'm supposed to do, I most definitely will take the path of peace. Sometimes the path of peace is not easy, but taking the path of peace does not mean that you're going to be a doormat. How did we end up in the affairs of another country like this? You have to ask yourself, how on earth did we end up sending our weapons, our arms to another country and all the other countries? Who started all these wars? And why did they start? Did the people come together and say, well, you know what? I think we're going to go over to this country, and I think we're going to do this and we're going to do that. I never voted for that. I didn't. I didn't vote for what's happening now. I didn't. I'm pretty sure all the absolutely grateful, powerful 777, all of humanity wants peace. It's like that song, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. But there's some kind of force out there, and it's a very dark force. It doesn't want peace. But that dark force, does it speak for you? It doesn't speak for me. But I'm wondering just how many people does that dark force speak for? Actual humans, I should say. That's what I wonder. How many humans on this earth, fully human beings, want our earth destroyed? Our lives destroyed, our families destroyed, our houses destroyed, our economies destroyed. Our planet destroyed, the animals destroyed, the rivers poisoned. We'll ring out that negative energy. Absolutely, we'll ring it hard. That's right. Aloha in Hawaii. So the topic is World War III what we want, what the people want? That's the question. You feel free to comment. Is that what the people want? I know I don't want it. I don't like war. I never have liked war. Ever since I was a child, because war is, it destroys everything in its path. Hey, Frank honey. Hello there, Apple Brooks honey. Yeah. Hello. If you're just tuning in, I'm sitting there thinking about it. It's not something that I ponder all the time. I know the answer. I think it's pretty safe to say that the majority of humanity that really are humans, the people on earth, don't want war. We're tired of the wars. We're tired of the constant wars. They wreak havoc. Hello there from Carnival Vista Cruise Ship. Well, isn't that interesting? Carnival Vista Cruise Ship. You're out in the middle of somewhere. Hello. War. What is it good for? That's right. Just to prove a point? Just to gain control? Control of what? Rubble? That's the aftermath? Is that what they want? It kind of reminds me of these Xena. I used to watch Xena, and they had the god Ares. He loved war. He loved it when people fought against one another. It made him so happy. That was brought him much joy. Much joy. No. Yeah. You just left St. Thomas. St. Thomas, where is St. Thomas? I know it's not the St. Thomas Cove in Nevada. I know it's not that. I've heard of St. Thomas. Yeah. The people pay. We do pay the price. We pay a terrible, terrible price. And sure, they'll pay the money. They'll put the money out there to rebuild and stuff, and they'll include us in the rebuilding from scratch. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just leave us to pick up the ruins like some have in the hurricane hit areas. The people pick up the ruins. The people are the ones who are there for each other. Yeah. We will pay with our progeny. I don't think I've ever heard that word before, Barbara McAllister. I don't know what progeny is. I don't. It's a myth. Aries is not what they link it to. It's all about control. It's the love, the power, love of power, and the power of love. That's the two choice. The love of power or the power of love. Oh, it means children. Thank you, different sage. Yeah. I don't have that I don't have that extensive vocabulary with some of those words. I do not. We're supposed to get snow in Knoxville. Is World War III what we really want? If the majority of the people on Earth, the actual humans, don't want it, and if the leaders of the Earth truly do care about the people of the Earth, one would think that the leaders of the Earth, if they all came together, they would do the right thing if they truly cared about the people, wouldn't it? You just got here, Daisy Day, honey. That's okay. But if the leaders of the Earth are influenced by some other type of force that doesn't really care about the people on the Earth, the humans, then I don't think peace is going to be able to be the answer, even though one side may want it. Even though all may want it, all it takes is one to not want the peace. Just one to wreak havoc in the world. Just one. And that one can create and make a big can stir up a big old pot of horrible, horrible things. Yeah, it is a bad force. It's a poisoning force, really poisoning. It poisons everything. You have to understand, the whole entire world is mostly divided, and there is a wave of difference before others to really see. DV. I'm pretty sure we truly understand what's going on. This is just a question thrown out there. It is. Is this what we really want? Um, I'm sure Donald Trump didn't run on that. In fact, he boasted that you didn't have war. There wasn't no world war. There was none of this stuff. He didn't do it. He would put a stop to it immediately. But then the current administration, which is, it is said it's run by the deep state, the deep, deep state. And you've got someone who's got backing of others who, let's just say the white hats, they want to drain the swamp. And they made it their go to drain the swamp, to bring down this old empire. Bring down the old empire that's on the earth. Is it true that the royal family have stolen the crown for hundreds of years or so, maybe not that long, from the rightful heir? Is it true? I heard something like that, that somewhere, someone's birthright was taken from them and someone else. And it said, the story goes, is like some kind of reptilians usurped the rightful heir and took the crown and the lineage. When I seen that MIC, I thought, don't tell me now my microphone is on mute, because I don't think so. I'll see the live chat has just stopped. Is it true that there is a force out there, a reptilian-like force? No, it's not true. I don't know about the royals, the crowns, but I thought I read something somewhere long ago. Is it not too long ago? Probably within the past 5 years, that there was a rightful king of England. And the true king was this man named David, who had all of the, was that his name? Because Trump had visited this person who had all of the genealogy or whatever it was, the documents to prove that this person was the rightful heir. Do you remember seeing that somewhere? I don't even remember where it was at, but you remember that? And that one day he would restore his throne to him. For so many hundreds of years, a race of reptilian, and they've joked. Well, we know that there is a race of reptilians that do not like humans, that they want to destroy our way of life. Because I think, and I'm feeling within my being, that they've got whatever they wanted already out of the humans, so they don't need them anymore. They don't need certain people anymore on this earth. And therefore, they're okay with destroying it. And it doesn't matter because they don't got the emotions, the connection to the spiritual realm, to the higher power that most humans, most people have. So they want to destroy the earth, destroy the people on it. They wanted to terraform the earth. Is it true? Because where they come from, this earth isn't quite like their place that they destroyed. Is it true that they went from planet to planet, destroying the planet, taking all the resources, and then destroying the whole entire civilizations, and they just been planet hopping? Is it? And they landed here, or they came here. There's another theory. And they're doing the same here. They're mining for gold. And do they have a base on the moon, this dark side of the moon? Does it belong to the reptoids, the reptilians, the fallen angels, the 200 fallen angels bloodline. And if you were to think about this, the 200 angels fallen bloodline, and if a third of heaven, if we took the biblical account, a third of the host of heaven was thrust down to earth along with Satan, Lucifer, the bright and morning star, that was his name too, the bringer of light or something. If a third was cast down, is that the same as the 200? But then is that the same as the seven main ones? Are we talking about the same? Because if it's just 200 and it's just a third of the host of heavens got thrust down, that means there's only what? 600 total? 600 total in heaven. That's it. No more. Is that what that would mean? If that's all the angels there were, was a third, 200. Something doesn't add up. It doesn't. But when Satan was cast down out of heaven, the battle occurred. Michael and his angels fought against the devil and his angels, and Lucifer was very beautiful. But Lucifer lost, and he fell. He was cast down, but it was a third of the host of heaven. And if we say that a third cast down, is that third the 200? Because a third of the 200 would be a total of what, 600? Yeah. Now there is another name for Jesus and Lucifer. It's Enki and Enlil, the sons of, is it Anu? Then we got the Noah and the flood. Then we got these other gods that play a role. Good afternoon. Is World War III what we really want? Is there truly a battle taking place for the control of the earth itself? Let's make that the question. Is this a battle for the control of the earth? Is this why the armies of this earth, the nations of this earth, are building up their armies now again? Because they don't got enough power. They're not strong like they used to. They've been weakened. A deliberate weakening, a deliberate dismantling of, kind of sounds like the armies of the whole entire earth if you've been following any type of news or data that's out there. There is data about the armies of the earth. There is. Let me hold on a second. Let's see if I can pull this up. You just tuning in. Hello. Didymus, Uncle Inky, Inky Enlil. The evil blood is in the royal bloodline. Now, it is true that there are some shapeshifters amongst us. They have integrated into society. That's what they have. They can look like us, but they can't hold their frequency that long. You like it? You can also do that, like that. But I like to have it like that. It reminds me of another era in time. It does. Another era in time. Let me see, what am I gonna, I'm supposed to be looking up something. What am I supposed to be looking up? Who has the biggest army on the earth? Okay, we already did that too. We had Cain and Abel. We had Jacob and Esau. We had Jesus and Barabbas. We did. There's been many parallels. There has. Let me see. Who has the strongest? Oh, Edwin the Crow, honey. Apple Brooks, honey, you be a good girl. Her did it. Her unhid you, Edwin the Crow. Oh, our little Apple Brooks, honey. That's okay. Yeah. The largest army of the earth, the largest military army. Well, if you go to the biblical account of the armies of the earth, Miss Constitutional, it says, I heard their number. What was it? Was it 100 million, 200 million, or 200,000? The largest army on earth. On earth. Well, it's China. 2 million. 2 million. Let's see. I heard their number. Was the number 2 million? 200. Let me see if I can get this in here. You out. Let me tip it on 200 million. Yeah, I'm talking about, do we want World War III? The number of the mounted troops. Look, they changed it to cavalry, the amplified version. The number of the troops of the cavalry was twice 10,000 times 10,000. 200 million army. 200 million. The army, the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000 mounted troops. Do you think the armies of the earth are preparing for something like this that's coming? Because they had hair like women, teeth like lion's teeth, and they had the sting like that of a scorpion. The Gog and the Magog. Yeah. Do we want World War III? Is World War III going to somehow turn into the apocalypse? Is it? We don't want it. But they want everyone are so controlling. Those that will ascend. Never heard that before. Yeah. Oh, that's okay, Apple Brooks, honey. Edwin the Crow, our Apple Brooks, honey, is sorry that she accidentally blocked you, but then unhid you. Edwin, honey, are you okay? It's okay. Yeah. 200 million. Is this World War III? Oh, we did a thing before. Oh, Edwin. We did a thing before on this, and we found it on Wiki Fandom. Wiki Fandom, they said World War III will be fought. One of the next war. Oh, we did a video. Wiki Fandom, something about World War III, and the next world war would be fought with sticks and stones. Yeah. World War will be fought with sticks. I want to find it. There it was. Okay, this is the alternative history right here. This was the alternative history that was on the Wiki Fandom or something like this. I remember we did a video on this, and here we got this red sky like that. You can see World War III was different. Look, these were the belligerents. It was the Soviet Union, the Warsaw Pact, and China. The commanders were Yuri Andropov and Ronald Reagan. The belligerents was the United States and NATO. This was, this is this thing right here, 26 in 1983. The global conclave and conclusive full-scale nuclear exchange propping climate crisis and near extinction, collapse of the United States, Soviet Union, and other major countries. This was a World War III. Let me read this, you all. We don't want no world wars at all. I think we have enough war going on personal levels, local levels, national levels, all the way up. Too many wars. World War III or the Third World War, often abbreviated, also known as the Great War or simply Doomsday. This is like past tense. This is some kind of alternative thing. Is this a look into the future, a look into the past? Did somebody just make this up? Or did this really happen and we're looking at this? World War III or World War was actually known as the Great War, was a worldwide, large-scale military conflict characterized by a global thermonuclear war resulting from and including the events of Doomsday. Well, I don't remember anything happening on 26 September of 1983. This is an alternative thing. The war was the culmination of decades-long Cold War. The Western Bloc, the Eastern Bloc, a Soviet missile detection system was alerted. It was believed to be a false alarm, incorrectly asserting that a foretold American first strike was occurring. The Soviet Union launched a full-scale nuclear retaliation against the United States and her allies, promoting a similar American response. Similar actions were taken against the nuclear powers such as China. As a result, the totality of the nuclear exchange taking place, many of the exact events of World War III remain unknown. You think that this is this is weird. Could you imagine estimated 2 to 4,000 missiles detonated? I don't know. I hope that didn't happen, because if that did happen, then somebody went back in time and is rewriting history. You think somebody went back in time and is rewriting history? A scare event to awaken the normies. Is that Orson Welles' story? Louis? They had Europe and Austria. Oh, I didn't know it. In the opening minutes of war, an immediate invasion of the neutral Austria was called for, despite Austria's neutrality from NATO and the United States. Austria is believed to have been deemed crucial to the European theater, as it served as a necessary path for invasion into Germany from the Third Southern Front. It became readily accepted as the Warsaw Pact leadership. General I hope that there is not a general, is there a General Andropov? It was the false flag. Is that what they read on the radio, Louis? Really? They played that on the radio. Oh, I want to see this one. Hold on, I'm going to type this person in. We don't want no world war. This is what would happen. I'm going to type in this. Is there anybody's name called this? Copy it and put it in. Come on now, Captain America, you can do it. Let me do this. I'm going to see if this individual exists today. You think it does? The alien invasion. He died in 1984. This guy died in 1984. Yuri Andropov. Born on June the 15th of 1914. Died at the age of 69 in Moscow Central Clinical Hospital. Hey there, Edwin. So did in the 1984, did they make up that person's name or did they know that person's name? The Rise of a Dictator. In Stalin's footsteps, Yuri Andropov, The Rise of a Dictator. This is strange. It really is kind of strange. I don't want World War III. Is this what the people want? Do the people want World War III? Do we want it? I don't want it. The Orson Welles. And is that book banned? Is that book banned in school? I don't like to have my body all contorted like that. Is that book banned in school? It's not. The 1984 China. It was a radio broadcast. All right. So China has the biggest army on earth, 2 million, a largest army of the earth. We know in the Revelation they gathered together the armies of the earth to fight what's coming from up there. But they don't last. Remember that video that we did about the horse's bridle and the blood? They were running through the streets. It was in England. It was kind of like apocalyptic, and they said it was very inhumane, but it was very symbolic of what was occurring. It was. They've been warning about China for years and years and years. Do you remember your grandparents worrying about it? Yeah. Well, the armies on the earth had a leader with them, and the leader was Abaddon. 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 Is that who they had? The commander of them was Abaddon. Abaddon. Oh. Yes, Abaddon is described as the king of the army of locusts. Who are the locusts? Who are those locusts, you all? Are they the insectoids? Is that who they are? Because those insectoids, they exist. Yeah. You like the baby Yoda? Yeah. These insectoids, they don't like humans. They like humans. Their dislike of humans is among the worst of all alien species. Enoch walked with God and was no more because God took him away. That's what it said. Where did he go? Where did he go? Did he go up there? He went up there. He disappeared. Well, I'm thinking the army of locusts are these insectoids. Army of locusts. Now, some are alien life forms. You get it? Yeah. They come from the abyss. They came from the abyss. Oh my gosh. Let's look at this. They are a locust horde. What if really, just think about this. What if this is really who they're all gearing up to battle? This evil army of locusts. They gotta build the horde. Building the horde. They got a Mount Cador laboratory. Is there a Mount Cador laboratory? Now, you know that this wiki fandom thing is supposed to be make-believe. Is there a Mount Cador laboratory? I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read you this because we're talking about World War III. Mount Cador Laboratory. In the previous facility, we had problems with genetic stability. The sires were distempered and sterile, a problem for obvious reasons, but the locusts were different. Highly controllable, the perfect soldiers, and blessedly able to reproduce. Underground birthing centers. Remember that? Classified, classified, classified. Otherworldly strength. No, we got to watch it. We got to watch it. Classified, classified, classified. This is the classified thing. We've done this before. The classified, Senate. Underground birthing centers. No, you're not gonna. No, this you gotta watch this. You've got to watch it. Just hold on. We're gonna do it. You gotta hear it, because this World War III and the changing of the guard and stuff. There's something much more to it. Okay, let's hold it right there. Just hold it. We know they're aliens, have got to fit in the picture, but I don't think it's the nice aliens that they are talking about. They're talking about the bad aliens. And they say that this person never existed, is what they're saying. This guy, this classified bill defends against the flesh-eating classified. Did he exist? You listen to it, you all. Come on, you can do it.
For approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including.
Hold on, y'all. Let me turn out the lights. We gotta turn out the lights. Let me turn out the light, because this light is like doing something. Yeah, I want you to hear this, because we've covered this topic a lot. It's not just been one time. It's been kind of lots of times. Let's let everybody know we got it. That's me. If you have not heard this, they said that this person never existed. You gotta watch him. Let's make it go slow, because he's talking a little bit fast, and we're gonna slow him down a little bit. Representative John Holler. They said this is make-believe, but is this make-believe? Let's hear it.
Shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including. This section is classified.
This section is classified.
Dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including...
Okay, look at this. They said this didn't happen.
Including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
Please.
So do you think that's all classified? Do you think that existed, or do you think it didn't exist? We're talking about the army of locusts that come from below. Is what we're talking about. Some people say that it did not exist. No. See, because we're going to go see it.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, I'm sorry, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas, Jesus, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you.
The cryptoids. If you don't know about aliens, the cryptoids, yes, they are really, 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 really bad. They said if they were released, remember this? He was given the key to the great abyss. Remember that? And they were released. They were the locusts in the Revelation. They were released to torture those who had the mark. For 5 months, they were released, but they were locust-like creatures. Release to torture, but not kill those. I'm going to type in Revelation. I want you to see what that says, because this is wild. What does this mean? For 5 months. I'm going to get to it. It says, what are, oh, look, no, y'all, we're going somewhere with this. There's something going on. They got to build up the armies of the earth. They're trying to build this up, but we got these things coming out of the earth. Wait a second. Let me show you this. Look at this. What are the demon creatures released from the abyss? And they were not given power to kill them, but only torment them for 5 months. And their torment was like the stinging of a scorpion. Those who lacked the seal of God on their foreheads, they were ordered to torture but not kill. Now, those cryptids, you know what someone said about those alien things that showed up in Las Vegas? Remember that? I have a friend that lives there, Christine. She says she believes they were the cryptoids, is what they were. The cryptoids. Is that what you say? Cryptids? Cryptoids? The cryptids? Let's get a picture of them. Cryptoids. Can you tell me what is it? The cryptids or cryptoids? Cryptoids. Or the cryptids. They were thank you, the cryptids. They're very active. They're here. Okay, look at them. Let's get them. They're bad. Famous cryptids. They're demons. This is like demons that come out. The twisted cryptids. You have to ask yourself, where did these beings come from? Did they just make up this name of creatures? I don't think, no. I want the cryptid aliens is what I want. The cryptid aliens. Aliens is who we want. How long's it been muted? Okay. How long have I been muted? 1 minute? Okay, that's fine. They didn't want to talk about it. Do you think, I said the cryptids, can cryptids live in the ocean? Because we have Point Nemo. That is where Cthulhu is supposed to reside. Leviticus, the stranger who resides with you shall be to your native among you, and you shall love him as yourself. Okay, let me see this. The cryptids. The key to the abyss. Abyss. I'm going to get at you all. They were granted authority from the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit of hell. The pits of hell. was the key. Let me see this. The angel of the abyss. I want to one of the cryptids. I want to see if the cryptids is Cthulhu a cryptid. Cthulhu, C T H. He's not a cryptid. What kind of demon is he? He's a cosmic entity. His monsters are often perceived as demons, but they're nearly revealed. And I don't want no negative energy here. They're revealed as aliens, beings from other dimensions, occasionally products of genetic mutation. Cthulhu is one of the great old ones. A group of ancient, powerful cosmic entities who came to Earth from outer space before humanity existed. That's right. Oh, we're talking about Lovecraft now. Did Lovecraft believe in the cryptids? Better not go there. We better not go there. Don't go there. Okay, they got the underground birthing centers and the flesh eating. They eat your flesh. That's right. Don't go there. The most terrifying facts. See it. It's kind of scary. They're locusts. Hey, the locusts could be the drones. They could be the drones. The drones, the swarm of drones. Is what it could be. Hey, Al, honey. The swarm of drones. A drone army of locusts. Demons. Could you have drones of locusts being locusts? Robots. Well, they got swarms of robotic locust spies. Oh, well, they don't look like it too much. But this is a jumping locust-like robot. What? Is that a robot? Oh. Oh no, look. A new locust look-alike robot could one day replace humans. Oh my gosh. Oh, we gotta look at it. We gotta look at it. Let's see it, if we can get it. If it will play. Jumping. Oh, it's just spinning. It's just spinning. Come on. Israeli researchers have developed a leaping locust look-alike robot that could that it will one day replace humans in military and rescue operations. Does it mean it's bigger? Oh, we got to see it, you all. It will be a large insect that has a wonderful jumping performance. How large are they going to make it? That's a miniature one. Are they going to be as big as humans? They're cheap and they're very easy. You can easily see them mass produce a small jumping robot. You can send out dozens or hundreds or even more of these tiny things, and they will do whatever is needed from wherever the human can reach. They hope to build a robotic system that can jump multiple times and possibly even fly. They can make them even bigger too, and they can make them look like why locusts of all things. Why a locust? Because it sounds like it in the Revelation. That is wild. The grasshopper off the highway let you touch him, and he was real and not a Bill Gates. He was not a nano insect. Okay, you all, but these ain't going to be no flesh eating thing right here. There's something strange going on. We don't want World War III. Is World War III what we want? That's the topic. That's the topic. And I get off topic at times, but just try to dig. Look. Oh no. Gears of War locust drones. Oh no, this looks like something from outer space or something. You think them are locust drones? Oh my gosh, well, this is wild. I think we read some Revelation 5 already. You're gonna look at it again. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see what it is. We're talking about the locust. I'm not going to read Revelation 5 because I'm just not, my mindset's not going over there right now. I know what it says. The 1 and 4, 20, they fell at the feet of him. And they had the seals and all of this kind of stuff. There's something else happening. We went from, where do we go? Do we want World War III? Is this what we really want? No, we don't want it. We want peace on earth. But someone wants World War III, and war is destructive. It destroys people. It destroys their people's lives, their homes, their habitat. It destroys the animals, their habitat. It poisons the atmosphere. It poisons all things, depending on what type of weapon they use. It's all of it. But there's some kind of planetary system coming too. And they say it's Nibiru with the iron oxide dust that is coming before it comes. And it has like what, a 200,000 mile trail of meteors and their debris all in it that's supposed to fall onto the earth. And it's supposed to, whatever's coming, is supposed to turn the waters of bitter like wormwood. Some people say it's about time for the return of that. It's like a 3,600 year cycle, but it may be sooner. But some say there is a alien invasion coming. Some say it's a fake alien invasion, and the fake alien invasion will bring out the real aliens. Some say there's a Project Blue Book But our world is changing, and as it changes, we're waking up to this change and don't know what to think because there's so many scenarios that have been thrown out there. Some say that we live in a matrix, that the world isn't real. Well, if the world's not real, are we real? Some say we're just little bitty insects and little bitty ants. Something isn't right. Something's way, way off. Some say we may be next to a parallel world too. We have collapsed, like clashing of worlds. Some say that CERN has opened up a portal and let in some demons. Not just CERN, but there's been portals open all around the earth and letting in interdimensional beings that don't like humans. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. Yeah. So I am going to go. I am. And if you've been watching this, we don't want World War III, but I think there's something worse than that war that they're talking about. No, there's something worse coming. And if that flesh-eating disease thing is coming, black magic. Who was that guy? He was the John Haller. Let's do John Haller. Let's just see if it's John Haller. Let me just type it in. John Haller. John Haller, representative. I'm going to do it. Just let me look. Representative. REP. There was a it says, did Congress just warn of a zombie attack? See, now we got the zombie apocalypse, remember? What if something was able to take control of the human beings that are on this earth and turn them into some type of mutant to change their genetic makeup, change their body structure and everything, and oh my gosh, turn them into monsters? Really? Turn them into monsters. They say this person never existed. Do you think he existed? Exists. Did representative classified. It was from the Onion. The Onion puts things out and they say, oh, it's just make-believe. Do you think it's make-believe? Do you think there's something to it? No. They got a fact. Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. That's what it says. And here's what he said. Let me tell you what they said. This is supposed to be called a homeland. Why does the military have a zombie apocalypse thing that they have prepared for years? We did a video on that too. A zombie apocalypse. It's massive. And it was 4 different types of their military to prepare for. They're just calling this a zombie attack. And they said the video was fake. Congress voting for a highly classified Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Did they warn of a zombie apocalypse? I don't think it's fake. I really don't. There's something coming. If there's going to be a time of distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world and never to be equaled again, and men's heart will fail them, it has to be really horrific, really absolutely terrible is what it has to be in order for that to happen. Something kind of flesh eating. And it is said that there's something on this earth that is taking people and eating them. That's what people are saying. There's all these missing people on the earth, and there's some type of alien creatures that are using the humans as their food source. I think that would be a flesh eater. Don't you think it would be? And they must look really horrific if they're going to do it. Flesh eating. Or is all these disappearing people, they just disappeared and went to other dimensions and stuff like that? But then there's people who eat other people. There's some kind of beings inside the earth that eat people. You think the people are making those stories up? And they got this thing about a flesh eating inside the ground? And if there's 7 levels down there, and they got different types of species, and humans are their main food source. And why are people buried 6 feet under? It's straight across the board, 6 feet. Then you got the 666. Why are people buried that? Why 6 feet under? So that's where they can access their food source? Is it? Yeah. Did I get that? Bring that energy out. No, this is serious. This is serious. No. There's those who don't believe in aliens. There's those who don't believe in any other life form other than themselves. There couldn't possibly be anything other than a human being on this earth and the wildlife. No other said creatures exist. None. Well, maybe they don't want to acknowledge they exist because of their otherworldly strength. And they eat humans. They're your food source. Listen to this. They do all kinds of stuff. They're creatures. Let's read it. I'm going to read it. Do your own research. This is how it is. He then reads the classified section. It's flesh eating, flesh eating, flesh eating, flesh eating, and all that kind of stuff. They said there was a Republican named Harold Smith Howler. They said there was one. Let me tell you this. This is a politic fact. There was a Republican named Harold Smith Howler in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. But he's been dead since 1964 and he didn't serve in Congress. Libertarian Henry Howler ran for Pennsylvania lieutenant governor in 2014, but there's no record of him being in Congress either. Second, the H.R. 8791, also known as the Department of Homeland Security Reform Act of 2020, was a bill introduced by Representative Benny Thompson, Democrat of Mississippi, in November of that year to change the structure of the federal agencies, such as modifying the responsibilities of the Officer for Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. The measure, which had 19 co-sponsors, didn't pertain to flesh-eating zombies. Third, although the clip is the Post resembles a C-SPAN broadcast, there's an opinion in the place of the C in the logo. That's because the video originated on the satirical website The Onion in 2007. Proposed classified bill will defend against flesh-eating classified. Headline The Onion story says, we rate the claims as false that this is real footage of Congress pants on fire. We rate claims that this is real footage pants on fire. There was a person. If they have top secret stuff, you think they're going to put it out there and tell the people what they're voting on? Do you think things don't happen behind closed doors? There's things that are top secret that nobody's going to know about. There's meetings that take place that nobody's going to know about. Nobody's going to know about it except those who are in the know. So to say that this never even happened and to try to write it off, I don't buy that either. I don't. That's right, Al Honey. No, they just said there was a Republican named Harold Smith Howler. In the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. But he's dead. If they want to get some information out, they put it in the movies. They put it as satire. They don't know how else to get the information out, because if they came out and told you quite bluntly and whatever, you would not be able to handle it. So they got to have to feed you like a baby, give you some milk to drink. Even though you're an adult, you can't handle the information that is way, way, way above top secret. We can't handle it. A lot of people can't handle it. Men's heart will fail them. And I don't think this fake alien invasion is just all make believe either. If this thing right here is true, and if there is a massive battle that's going to be taking place, and if they're the book of Revelation, the keys to the abyss, and it's opened, and out come this army of locusts from inside the earth, locust looking things with hair like women and teeth like, is it lion's teeth, or with stings like a Scorpio's? There's some horrible looking creatures. Who you think they're going to eat? Do you think they eat insects? Do you think they eat like we do? Or do they got a food source coming from somewhere else? Yeah. So I am going to go. I don't want World War III. I don't. No. I hope there's not going to be like a nuclear Armageddon or anything like that. Oh, we got a big spamming troll on here. Your account has been temporarily suspended. Thing. Did you get him? Did you get him? Apple Brooks? Somebody don't want me talking about what I'm talking about. They're doing it again. They don't want me talking about what I'm talking about. I'm not supposed to talk about it. It's above top secret. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you, Apple Bricks Honey. Thank you all for your comments. Good night.